高角度飞膝，站在了脚柱上，导弹踢。这下直接击落了 Zeta 进行压制，2秒，再一次的2秒弹开。瑞丽真的是拿他一点办法都没有了，一个肘击。瑞丽继续的拿着 Zeta 的膝盖做文章，但是在憋绳上是不可以的，因为这样是犯规的。瑞丽继续的攻击着 Zeta 的腿部。哦，这一下袭击打空了。好的，Zeta进行反击，不停的踢击着瑞丽。
10 centimeters here and there.
4 foot 11 inches tall, so the shortest woman in this match, giving up quite a bit of height to Dr. Britt Baker.
Listen, there's some irony, right? Her nickname is the Big Kaiju, which means big monster, but that stems from her love of Japanese monster movies. She compares herself to an Anguirus, a former foe, but now tag team partner of Godzilla.
Well, Nakajima taking Britt Baker down to the canvas, now the side headlock, bringing her over.
By the way, this women's division is ridiculously stacked, isn't it?
The best in the world competing here in All Elite Wrestling. And it's, I mean, that's the thing. You have champions from 2 separate promotions in Japan competing here in Jacksonville in a match that, quite frankly, just, I mean, 6 months ago, nobody would have ever considered possible.
Right, and this match has huge implications in the race to become the first All Elite Wrestling Women's World Champion. I know it's not, it's a tag team match, but trust me, the championship committee takes a look at the performance in this match. Who wins, who loses, it is ultimately going to figure in maybe some seeding when it comes to getting a title shot.
Oh, look at this. Nakajima tried to sneak through, but Britt grabs the tail, pulling her back out. Oh, boot to the toe kick, actually, to the stomach. Now bringing Nakajima back up. Big elbow strike, rattling her. Sending her across the ring. Nakajima hits the corner, escapes out, goes underneath Britt Baker, floats through the middle, a shoulder to the midsection. Now Nakajima rolling through into the ropes, coming off, dropkick takes her down. Shoko Nakajima, all action, and tags out to Bea Priestley, who'll see her first taste of action here in AEW.
Oh man, and people are fired up to see Bea Priestley. Can't blame them. She is, listen, one of the most improved performers in this business, getting a ton of work with Stardom in Japan.
Yeah, Stardom is her home promotion in Japan. A lot of international experience. She was announced from Wellington, New Zealand, actually born in the UK. Oh, arm strike there from Britt Baker. Goes behind into a pinning predicament. Only a 1 count. Priestley able to avoid pinfall. Now Baker, though, just dumps her over the top.
Top tier talent by the show. Like you talked about, Shoko Nakajima, Bea Priestley making their debuts. I'm not feeling too good about Riho's arm right now.
Just stomping down on the
bend.
Yeah, the back of the elbow, attempting to hyperextend, dislocate. I'm not sure what. It was just ill intent.
You notice too, these are 4 individuals. It's a tag team match, obviously, but the wrestling is individuals, right? We're not getting double team maneuvers, anything like that. We're getting single style wrestling in a tag.
Definitely, it's just 1 in and 1 out. As now Bea Priestley wrenching on that arm of Riho after she hit her with that dirty stomp, and Riho getting her toe over the bottom rope. Aubrey Edwards forcing the break.
And Britt really in no position to help at this point. She's still getting her bearings after taking a little bit of a beating herself.
And now here we see tag team action.
Yeah, the first thing that looks like a tag team match, right?
Double sledge, and that's the, you know, I mean, there's certain moves in tag team wrestling that, despite the language barrier, is a bit of a lingua franca, and that's it. You just expose your opponent's arm, and now Shoko Nakajima just wrenching on that left arm of Riho.
Lingua franca?
Yeah, common tongue.
Latin?
Yeah, lingua franca used to be French. The sailors would use it, but now it's
See, we try to raise the bar here in the commentary team at All Elite Wrestling. We want to educate you as well. The librarians would be proud, for example.
Shouts to Coronado Public Library. And now B. Priestley tagging in, and there it is. The common tongue of tag team wrestling. You expose your opponent's limb, allow your partner to come in and attack it. They have identified the weakness that is Riho's arm, and they are fully concentrating their attacks on there.
By the way, B. Priestley...
But yeah, born in the UK, and now...
What's Britt doing? No.
Oh, she got confused. Tag out to Shoko Nakajima, and that's the thing. Britt was confused. That's what happens. Now, diving body press from Riho. Hook in the leg, 1, 2. That's what happens in these unorthodox tag team scenarios. You're not used to it. You're sometimes just looking for a color on the apron. Riho and Shoko. Oh, look at that. Riho goes through the lariat, but caught in the crossbody. B. Priestley using her size advantage. Oh, the scoop and a slam.
I tell you, this has become so crowded. We're seemingly adding new top-tier talent by the show. Like you talked about, Shoko Nakajima, B. Priestley making their debuts. I'm not feeling too good about Riho's arm right now.
Just stomping down
just see
on
it
the
bend.
Yeah, the back of the elbow, attempting to hyperextend, dislocate. I'm not sure what. It was just ill intent.
You notice too, these are 4 individuals. It's a tag team match, obviously, but they're wrestling as individuals, right? We're not getting double team maneuvers, anything like that. We're getting single style wrestling in a tag. Definitely,
it's just one in and one out. As now B. Priestley wrenching on that arm of Riho after she hit her with that dirty stomp, and Riho getting her toe over the bottom rope. Aubrey Edwards forcing the break.
And Britt really in no position to help at this point. She's still getting her bearings after taking a little bit of a beating herself.
And now here we see tag team action.
Yeah, the first thing that looks like a tag team match, right?
Double sledge, and that's the, there's